So you need to either get it quickly or share with a friend. Okay, so while Hebrew's getting his book, we are going to go over our I can statement. Our timer has started, okay? So before we do anything, let's talk about our I can. Okay, so let's put our eyes up on the board for the blue capitals. You guys see yourselves? Blue capitals. Here we go, Pat. I can describe the relationships between a series of historical events to determine cause and effect. Okay, what kind of text are we reading? What kind of text is this? What genre? Tristan? It's real, which means it's what? Pat? Nonfiction. It's about Native Americans. Good. Okay, so we read pages up to 14 and 15 the last time we met. You guys had a thinking job. So we're going to review those vocabulary words that were really hard that we came across. 14, 15, please. Okay, so let's look at our review words and talk about those thinking jobs that you guys had to answer. So we talked about raid. What's a raid? This is a quick review. Tristan. I like that you use barge. That's a good word. So when someone barges into your house, but can it also be something else too? Neighborhood. Excellent. I like your connection. Territories. When someone comes into someone else's territory, right, Dante? Awesome. Captive. What is captive? Dante. He said, like, you can't leave, like you're in jail, right? And who's captive right now in our story? Hebrew? Sacagawea. Now, we're going to read pages 15 to 25 today, okay? The two vocabulary words that we really need to focus on for these pages is panic. Can you repeat that after me? Panicked. Panic, this is a feeling. This is a feeling you get, and it's a really, really nervous feeling. When you panic, it's like you're freaking out. Okay? You're not sure what to do. A situation has come across, and you are just losing all control. You don't know how to react. Okay? Like your first day of school, you're panicking. You don't know where to go. You're feeling nervous. Okay? Scared. Good word. So the next word we have is ravine. Can you repeat that? Ravine. Try one more time. Ravine. Good. In Hebrew, a ravine, it's not quite as big as a mountain, but it's a big ditch and it goes all the way into the ground. Ravines can be really scary sometimes. It could be off a cliffside. It could be off of a hill. Okay? Pat, what do you know about a ravine?
No.
Okay, like a big ditch or like kind of like a runoff, like it just like goes right off the side. Good. Ah, Grand Canyon. That's a great connection, and there are lots of ravines in the Grand Canyon. So I'm going to give everybody a sticky note. Okay, this is your sticky note where you're going to write your thinking job. Okay, I'm going to tell you your thinking job, and then I'm going to have you write it down. Are you ready? Here we go. Get your pencils ready. Your first thinking job is, what are the places Sacagawea travels to on her journey? I'm going to write it up here too. What are the places Sacagawea, we're all writing.
You know how to do funny moves?
I do.
Travels
I don't do funny moves. I do a travel
to on her journey.
I used to do that.
You need a pencil? Smart, just run out. We're good down here, thank you. What are the places Sacagawea travels to on her journey? Hands on your head if you have this question written down so I know you're ready. Hebrews ready? Zach is ready? Isabel's ready. Tristan's ready? And I want you to put this thinking job question on page 25. It's this page right here. With Sacagawea. Put it right there. That's your stopping point. 25. 25, please. Put it on the illustrations because you're going to need to read the text. So, before we start reading, let's talk about what's happened in the last couple of pages before we continue. Your last thinking job was, what was the effect of Sacagawea being captured? Cause and effect, right? So what was the effect? So her being captured is the action, okay? And what was the effect of that? What happened to her? Hebrew? She became the trader's wife. And what do you think is happening now? Pat?
No, okay.
And what vocabulary word does that start with? Captive. Excellent. Okay. Now, Sacagawea is getting ready to go on a journey with her new husband, the fur trader. Okay. He's taken her out of the village, and they're about to go on a journey.
I'm done.
Okay. Now, do we know who she's going on a journey
I
with?
think we should finish this one.
Okay. Thomas Jefferson and had asked which two explorers. I like that. Pat went back to in his text and looked at their names. Dante, what are their names? Okay, Meriwether Lewis and William Clark. Good. Okay, so we're going to read today, and we're going to figure out what are the places Sacagawea travels to on her journey. Before you guys start reading, okay, the last time we met, we talked about chunking, right? Chunking these really big words. Now, when you guys get to a word you don't know, what are you going to do? Chunk it, but what does that mean, Tristan? You're going to find the parts you know, and you're going to put it together. Dante? He just said like compound word. What's a compound word, Dante? Football is a compound word. What does that mean? Two words in one. I love it, okay? So, chunking is a great way to find the parts and then read the big word, okay? So, we are on page 15 right now, okay? So, we read 13 and 14. We talked about the cause and effect. Our new thinking job is what are the places Sacagawea travels to on her journey. As you guys are reading, I want you to chunk these words. This is the strategy that we are focusing on, okay? I will be meeting with one friend. I will be meeting with Dante today. When you guys are finished reading and you get to the end, you are going to answer your thinking job. Nice details, okay? If you finish early again, you can turn and talk about your sticky note with a friend. Do we track with our fingers? Do we track with our pencils? Point to what we track with. We track with our eyes and we read that in our head. We're training our eyes and our brain to become good, fluent readers, okay? Questions?
I'm done. Oh, dude.
Tristan?
We need to buy the books.
So you're reading independently, okay? All right, here we go. You guys get started. I'm gonna read the down. We're gonna start in
Red what? Okay, cool. Okay. Dude, just blows you away. Go sit here and watch them read. Don't say exactly the title of Isabel.
I'm gonna stop you here. Can I tell you how awesome you are at reading these words fluency? Remember what that means? Remember what it means? So fluency is when you're reading it like you're having a conversation with someone. Okay, so let's turn to page 16. Now, right here, when we see this little comma, we have to take a quick pause. It's not a long pause, it's just a quick one. But we have to stop our voices when we see punctuation because it really gets us to understand what the author's trying to say. So I'm going to read it to you, and I want you to tell me what this sound is, okay? Tell me the difference. We're going to start here. Finally, Lewis gave her some medicine. He made it himself from the tail of a dead rattlesnake. 10 minutes later, Sacagawea had a son. She called him Pomp. How is that a little different? I was what? I was feeling what I was reading. I love that you just said that. And I want you to do the same thing. So that's what I want you to work on when we get to the next page. And I want you to read it. I'm going to listen for it, okay? Okay, let's try it.
The ice had melted. The explorers were ready to set out their boats.
I love that you just chunked that word. That is such a hard word. How did you know that that word?